man, oh man, not again. Yeah.
Want to show some love to my guy BJ Media, who took care of most of like the intros and transitions for the show this past year, sending me cuts and clips on time most of the time. But hey, listen, I don't always run on time. As you can see, it's like 7:11, 6:11, 7:11 Arizona time, 6:11 California time. So, I think I'm running about 11 minutes behind. Hey, for those of y'all that were rocking with me season 1 of Chili's 2P, I see Gridiron laughing in the lobby. We used to try to get this thing started like on the hour. I don't know, maybe it would start at like 7:37 something, and people would just be waiting and responding like, "Hey, Chili, you doing the show?" Like now, people have gotten accustomed to like one. I'm actually pretty good about being on time. Most of the time now. I think I hit at around a 90% hit rate. I'm sure Gridiron will probably fact check me on that, but it might be closer to like 97% because I've gotten so much better about being on time. Even with the weird daylight savings time that Arizona uses. I'm not sure, having to like live with it a couple days, like I'm not sure if I actually like it or not. If it's actually like problematic or anything. What I will say is when I'm gaming and stuff, it does make it a little bit easier because I feel like since my schedule's so wide open, like it makes it easier to game with people because like now they're like an hour behind. I'm used to like whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. So there's a bunch of things going on. One of them is that weird Arizona high school portal thing. Listen, I put that out there just because the Arizona high school portal, like it's just a thing. Like I said it kind of in jest, just because like everything is like breaking news, exclusive. Like, is it really? Because like most of it really isn't. So breaking. Like nowadays, thanks to like social media, um, I don't like even if you're the first one to put it out on social media, which I guess is really media now. You're like the 47th person that heard the story that got the news because behind the scenes, everybody's like all talking about it. And like I'll be honest with you, like I throw the alley oop to a lot of people when something comes down. I just don't feel like putting the names out there. So I'll be super cryptic with it, like the Arizona high school portal, 27 quarterback has entered, 28 quarterback has entered. And now coming soon, another 27 offensive lineman, a big fella, jumped in. So I'm probably my phone. I better turn this thing on to silent because now that I've mentioned that a 27 big fella has jumped in, I'm going to get a ton of hits on like, hey, where's he going to go? Can you send him here? Listen, I try not to get too involved in the direction of where they're going. Like these parents, kids will like kind of give me an idea of where they want to be or whatever. And, if they hit me and they're like, hey, what's in the room over there? Like, then I'll be like, hey, they're stacked at this position or that position. So if you play one of those positions, you might have to battle for opportunity. But there's nothing wrong with competing. Like that's what you're gonna have to do in college, anyways. And this is where you find out, like, what you're really made of. Also, me and Gridiron got a super cool show because my guy Gridiron off next week because the holiday season, and he's doing his annual traveling thing that he does 2 times a year. Usually does it like in the winter and the summer. That's how close me and Gridiron have gotten over the course of the 2-piece, of which he's a executive producer now. I've raised his title. He's the official numbers guy of Flight Club and executive producer, co-host of Chili's 2-piece. He used to just be co-host / producer. I give him producer credit, but my guy Gridiron, like, I'm like paying the dues to be able to have him on my show. Like I don't ever want this to be mistaken that he's paying the dues being on the show, because that's not the case. Like, I pay my dues so that he'll be on the show, just so that I can have him. And I've loved having him for. I cannot believe we've been doing this for 8 years in the growth of it. I don't know if people remember the Periscope days from Twitter, but it's gotten a lot cooler, and now we can see Gridiron's face, and it's not just a cool gecko thing in the corner. So shout out to Twitter X Elon for making all the upgrades and things like that, and StreamYard for coming along and helping that thing out. Do you want to shout out ALL.net, my friends over there that partner up with me for Flight Club, insurance, if any of you guys need it, homeowners insurance, vehicle insurance. I think they do life insurance. And if they don't, like, he'll probably be able to point you in a direction. My guy, Papa Hinoyosa, he's always taking care of everybody. Also, my guys over there at Recruit ID, super cool recruiting platform, locally based, trying to take care of the Arizona kids. So make sure you take care of one of your guys that tries to take care of as many of your guys. And then also Burrito Express, they take care of everybody, literally. So I got to show some love to my guy, Angel, by the way. Congratulations, because I heard that he's about to get married. And I heard that about like a month ago when he put it on Twitter and solicited for suggestions on which picture he should use for the engagement picture. I chose one of the ones that was like full body because I think that one actually looks best. So I think there are two of them. So make sure you guys show him some love. And he's a super comical follow. Like, he's super over the top and stuff. So want to make sure that I show love to those guys, because those guys all helped to partner up and make the event Flight Club happen, which will be happening again in 2026. I know I put something out. I was just trying to say thank you to Maricopa for the time that I spent over there. I wanted to bring Flight Club closer to the community of which most of the teams come from. It was great being in Maricopa because it gave me an opportunity to help a community that I feel like kind of maybe needed it a little bit more at the time. And I love the partnership over there. The fields are absolutely beautiful. I think I can get this done closer to home and make it a little bit easier for some of my teams that travel a little bit farther. You're only going to travel a little bit farther. So like, you got traveling anyway. So let's just make the thing work anyways. Right. So, so there's that. Oh, and I got Gridiron in the lobby. So, I'm only going to go a little bit longer on this. I do want to bring up one thing before I forget. I do want to bring up one thing. Me and Gridiron are going to have, I believe, what will be a shorter show tonight. I do want to bring up one thing though. One absolutely crazy thing that I have heard from a kid, from a student, a former student athlete, Arizona high school football alumni here in the state of Arizona, from the state of Arizona, went on to play big college ball, P4, if you will. I was told that they were not granted sideline access for their games. Listen, I know that some of these schools are super lit and have their sidelines super filled with media and people that quote unquote belong there. The only reason that I am kind of bringing this up is because I am hugely disappointed because they did not grant sideline access to this former student athlete who has not done anything wrong, as far as I know, like no headlines for wrongdoings, plays P4 ball, and on top of that, donates from his own NIL back to the school and has a banner on the side of the field saying, "Thank you, so-and-so, for your contributions to such and such football," with this picture smiling. So yeah, I'm a little irritated by that. Congratulations to the ADs that aren't allowing those former student athletes on the field, that are contributing back to their programs and positively talking about them. Otherwise, because the kid absolutely loves his coach, his former coach, his high school coach. So, kind of showed love. But AD, you played yourself, dog. Like, somebody cue up the DJ Khaled, you played yourself. Like, that is so incredibly disappointing that you did not allow your former student athlete who's been a good ambassador for your program on your sidelines. I'm stunned. That being said, it is time for me and coaches, when you find out about this, one, if you watch this, make sure that you talk to your AD and find out why this took place. Don't play yourself. Programs, you cannot be doing this to yourself. Like, this is how you get kids not wanting to come in, just so you know. Student athletes that are playing high level ball, that are doing good in the community, that are trying to give back, you should give them some access, as much access as you can without doing anything crazy. So that being said, it is time to get my guy Gridiron Arizona on the show, because we got to go inside the numbers on a couple things. No yellow pads today. I will let everybody know there are no yellow pads today, but we do got some cool graphical clips that I stole from X. I didn't really steal them. They're on X, so they're public. So it is what it is. Anyways, your boy Chili, I'm going to make sure that Gridiron comes on in about 20 seconds. So hang out with your boy, and we'll check right back in. Inside the Numbers segment, everybody's favorite segment, coming right back.
Extraordinary rhymer, hot body for nothing. What's up? Content, she give me not neck up between.
Gridiron with the flex. Look at that shirt, my guy.
Little Christmas episode for me there, yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. And that's Mickey. I see Mickey on there.
Yeah, of course there is. Yeah. So it was his own school that he went to that wouldn't let him on the sidelines of that school.
It was his own school. It was
his
own
picture
school.
is on the banner. Wow. Okay.
You don't know what to say right now.
So this wasn't about like access at like the state championship or something like that. It was his
this was at his own school. Hey, listen, and I say this with all the respect in the world regarding what you just said about the state championship. I saw Kane Mana, who transferred out of Centennial to Lincoln to come. He came to watch his boys at Centennial, and he was on the field on the sideline.
Interesting.
I'm just saying. I know Kane VIP. So like,
wonder what outlet he was covering the game for.
That I don't know.
One on the sideline. That was Beetle. That was limited to after the game.
I don't know. I don't have all the answers to that. But what I will say is, Kane was on the sideline, and he didn't have to wear a funky vest or anything like that. So shout out to everybody that was trying to hold down that situation. Listen, I think that Polanski does an amazing job trying to keep that thing organized. And I know that it's a headache. I see Aaron out there all the time working. I just want to show some love to some of the AIA folks that try to keep that thing in check. Jose Garcia and some of them. So, it's just a crazy situation. And I hate to say this, and I know that I'm going to get some heat from a lot of the videographers and stuff like that. I actually like the extra room to move and not having to fight for elbow room at the table. So like, I'm sorry if your social media platform or whatever wasn't able to get the extra credentials for on field, but it did make it a little bit easier to cover.
It's easier when you don't have 30 alumni on the sideline, apparently.
Well, this one school won't even let alumni on the sideline for their games. So, I mean, congratulations. They played themselves. So, all right. That being said, listen, we're gonna get right into this, because this is gonna be the holiday editions of the two-piece are all gonna probably be a little bit shorter up until about I would say the second week of January or whatever. Beetlejuice, hour one and only super reporter. I'm giving him the holidays off.
Oh, good for him. He deserves the break. Yeah.
He's been going crazy, and this young fellow will not take the break. He's out there working extra. I see him with Devil's Digest.
He's been on Dilly Watch the last week.
Yeah, like I think he's camping outside.
Out there Saturday morning to make sure he came to practice.
I don't know. I heard from reliable sources that he was camped outside Dillingham's North Scottsdale home trying to get the scoop on is Dillingham really in Ann Arbor, or is he just is he actually at the crib chilling? So I don't know for
He was at
sure,
practice.
just
That's all we know.
sources. So hey, I love Beetle and all the hard work that he's done. He's been absolutely amazing all year. But I need him
Made
to
him
take
watch
a
it on
break.
his break there.
I
He's
dropped.
probably studying for finals right now. It's finals week over there.
Man, he's-
I guess they're done at the college because they just graduated last night.
some of them should be at least.
So
Maybe not all of them.
this is high school week for finals. So the people you're
Well,
trying
he's
to
out of high school now.
the
so.
people you're trying to throw in the high school transfer portal still have finals to take at their
Well-
old schools before they can go moving. So
That's why I'm not trying to put them out there like that. I'm not trying to put their names out there. I just kept it super subtle. And
we will see we'll see where they come back to school in January, I guess.
Yeah, but we do have some folks that are actually jumping into the portal, if you will, and the college portal. We have some former Arizona football alumni, jumping in the portal and trying to make themselves available for the best situation possible. I'm super excited for a bunch of these guys, especially this one right here, the big fella. And I've had him on the show before. So friend of the show, Gavin Brocious, Big Bro is what I like to call him. Hey, true story. Me and him were so I was in Scottsdale Mall a couple Christmases ago. I want to say 2 Christmases ago, shopping, and Gavin saw me. It was inside the Louis Vuitton store. He was shopping for some shoes and stuff like that. This dude came and gave me a bear hug, right? And like literally like spun me around like a rag doll. I didn't know what was going on. My life flashed before me, but I literally love the guy. Such an amazing human. All that, he's had to persevere through injuries and things like that. I know you're going to get into some of this stuff, but Gavin Brocious, I'm going to let you go inside the numbers on the super talented big fella from Desert Edge / Michigan State.
Yeah, real quick on the college portal. It hasn't opened yet, but people have declared that they're going to be entering the portal, as you see the message right there regarding Gavin. It'll open on January 2nd. There is only one portal now. There's no longer the spring portal. So it will be very chaotic for 2 weeks from January 2nd to the 16th. But looking at Gavin Brocious, offensive lineman, 6'4", 310, went to high school at Desert Edge. He was class of 22. Looking at what has happened in his college career since, in 2022, he signed with Michigan State and redshirted with them that season, which is common when you go to a Power 4 conference. And even if you're one of the biggest recruits literally in the state. Unfortunately, in 23, he missed the entire year with an injury. In 24, he started 2 of the first 3 games, but was injured in week 3 and ended up losing that season. Then this past season in 2025 for this year, 12 games played, 4 starts at left guard, played 485 snaps on the offense.
That real quick, those are starter numbers right there.
Oh,
480 snaps is a lot.
I don't mean to say that he barely played. That's why we throw the snaps in after I mentioned how many starts he had. Plus, he had 54 snaps on special teams. He did graduate from Michigan State in 4 years because he enrolled early. So this would be the end of the 4th year academically. I believe he's a communication major. Just graduated last Saturday from East Lansing there, but he does have the eligibility still. Announced he was entering the portal on December 8. He allowed 0 sacks and 0 QB hits on those 485 snaps last season. He's played 15 games at Michigan State, had 6 starts, of course, was healthy in 2025, and he does have 2 years of eligibility because he had redshirted in 22, and then 23 was a medical redshirt. It does say 2 seasons of eligibility on that tweet also. So basically he had the 25 season and the 24 season, which would count, which leaves him 2 years to play 2 for Gavin Brocious.
Man, I think Gavin's an absolute stud. I know that there is a ton of interest in him. I personally would love to see him stay closer to home. I'd love to see him at an ASU, a U of A situation. I think that he's an absolute animal and could slide right in at ASU and get immediate, immediate time. So I think Tua Tele is one of the best. I legitimately think Tua Tele is one of the best offensive line coaches and a great human. And I think that, he would do amazing things with somebody like Gavin, who has by nature a nasty attitude on that field. And I think that the Sun Devils sorely need somebody like that who can be somewhat of an enforcer for them out there.
Mhm.
So there's that. Those are my thoughts.
When
Gridiron, I don't know if
he
you have
was
any.
in high school in the recruiting journey, he had 15 offers. He had visited Michigan State. Michigan State was the only school he went on an official visit to, and then I seem to remember him being a rather early commit before he enrolled. So that may explain why he didn't have as many visits anywhere else. But he did have offers from both Arizona and Arizona State at the time.
Yeah, no, he's an absolute animal out there. So I don't know if you have any thoughts. I don't know how much your thoughts, like ASU, U of A. Do you think that like he should maybe try to stay in the Big Ten?
We've seen a lot of people in both schools,
Okay.
go from somewhere out of state to start out college and then come back. And we've seen it at both schools. So it wouldn't surprise me. A lot of times in that situation, that they want to go somewhere where they feel comfortable, and somewhere where family, still is, if they haven't moved away and over the last 4 years and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that it'd be a great fit here at ASU or just closer to home. I just keep throwing ASU out there just because I just think that they could use a big fella like Gavin. So there's that. We do got a couple more kids that we're going to talk about. This is one of my favorite kids that I've ever covered. I think that we might get into that a little. We'll get into that in a little bit. But first, we're going to talk about the one and only one of my favorite guys, Hamilton Basha, Oregon, ASU, UCLA most recently. Cole Martin, well-traveled, and doing the most with his college career, trying to get as many good opportunities and getting the experience and stuff like that. Fantastic kid. This year he got to show some flash on offense too. Gridiron, I'll let you go inside the numbers on Cole Martin.
Yep, we got Cole Martin, defensive back, 5'9", 190, went to Hamilton and Basha, class of 23. Started his college career at Oregon in 2023. Played in 14 games as a true freshman. 21 tackles, had an interception against ASU. The very next season, 2024, of course, he played here in Tempe. He played in 2 games, had 4 tackles while with the Sun Devils. Then he went to UCLA for this past season, and he started all 12 games at safety, and he ranked 4th on the team in tackles. This year he had 65 tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss, had an interception, 3 pass breakups, and also returned kickoffs. Had 7 kick returns for 164 yards with a long of 33 against USC. People will remember him being a very dangerous kick returner in his days out here in high school, both at Hamilton and Basha. He announced he was entering the portal on December 5th. Still has 2 years of eligibility because his year at ASU in 24 basically counts as a red shirt since he was only played in 2 games. So he has 2 years to play, to play 2. Looking for his 4th college program, of course, but a good tackler, solid coverage skills.
Man, I don't know exactly where I would love to see him, but I could see him staying in the Big Ten and going to maybe going to like a USC or something like that. Or I would absolutely love to see him take the journey across the country and show what he's really capable of doing as a thumper and jumping in the SEC with one of those big time programs like an Alabama or something. Because I think that what people don't really give Cole the credit for being a banger like that can come up and make the hits. And I know he registered some tackles this year and did well, but I think that he can come up and hit running backs and be a factor close to the line of scrimmage. So I would really love to see him make the trip across country and maybe jump on with DeBoer's staff or something like that. But Cole, super special kid. Also, I am not sure, but Cole Martin's little sister I believe her name's Corey, runs track at Kentucky.
Oh.
So maybe Cole jumps over to Big Blue Nation,
which is the SEC also, but yeah.
Which is the SEC. So maybe he jumps over there to go hang out with Sis for a little bit and flex what he can do. And I don't know. I just think I love the way Cole Martin's living life.
He went on one official visit when he was in high school, and that was to Louisville, which is of course in the state of Kentucky. Member of the ACC.
Oh, that's right.
He did have offers from both Arizona and Arizona State, of course, with different staffs, and also had an offer from Alabama, of course, also a different staff there.
Yeah, no, I just think that Cole's such a special, unique player. He's gonna get another opportunity for sure somewhere, especially with the way that he balled this year. In the late, what would you say, a resurgence for UCLA? Because I guess they kind of came on middle of the season right after that Penn State victory.
Yeah,
I think they strung together a couple.
Kind of the start of it there. Because when I was like an 0-4 start.
Yeah.
They ended up 3-9. But they had the win over Penn State. They beat Gavin Brocious and Michigan State.
Yikes! Why'd you have to say it like that?
And they beat Maryland. So they actually put together a 3-game win streak after that. Unfortunately, after that, Indiana broke them the next week and won by 50 points, and UCLA never really recovered from that after that.
Okay, hold on though. Okay, hold on. Indiana with Heisman Trophy winning Fernando Mendoza.
Yes, they did.
And the number 1 team in the country that beat Ohio State also.
Yes, they did.
I just want to make sure that we're clear.
That Indiana. That's gonna be that game was at Indiana, but this is the Indiana team that will be playing at the Rose Bowl here on New Year's Day.
I could see Cole playing for a team like Indiana too, just so we all understand each other. I think he's a high level kid. So anywhere in the country, wherever he wants to go, we're all just living in Cole's world. All right, next up, we're gonna show some love to my guy over here. We're gonna go back to the West Side. Super talented defensive end who really made a name for himself, being the highest rated recruit ever in Kansas's history. The defensive end from Desert Edge, DJ Warner, who's absolutely special, jumping in the portal from SMU. Go ahead, go inside the numbers on DJ.
Yeah, DJ Warner, edge rusher, 6'4", 230, went to Desert Edge, was from the class of 24. So he, in his freshman year, he went to Kansas in 24, played in 12 games, had 2 tackles, and then this season was at SMU, played in 12 games, had 6 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. He was, as you mentioned, he was highly heralded, was the number 2 prospect in the state his senior year. He played in the All-American Bowl. He has the jumping vertical ability. I don't know if you saw the clip from him this week. He's standing stationary in the key, not a running start, and then just jumps up and dunks the basketball from a stationary position. Just to show you, it was kind of like that vertical test that you see guys doing for the combine. He announced he's entering the portal on December 13, so just a few days ago. Of course, he has the 2 years of eligibility plus a possible red shirt, so he has 3 to play 2. He had 20 offers out of high school, including Arizona and Arizona State, and he went on visits back then to Washington, Texas, and Oregon State.
Was that him that did the standing vertical, or was that John Kamara? I thought it was John that did the.
Am I mistaken on it? I might have looked at that.
I think that was John. I think he retweeted John. Who is also in the portal from Kansas, but
yes, he is.
Maybe I'll profile him like another week or something like that as we get closer. But
we'll see if I can find it real quick.
But Deshaun can probably do the same thing. Super athletic kid. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, DJ, one of my favorite players that I ever covered. I mean this in the best way possible, and I hope that everybody takes it this way. I think that a great fit for DJ would be something on the West Coast, like a USC or UCLA, something close to Hollywood, because this dude has a movie star type.
Oh, you're right. It was John Kamara's.
Was it John?
Yeah.
Hey,
right.
Listen, DJ can probably do the same thing though. DJ is really like that super athletic kid, just dripping with athletic ability. So, but DJ, I could really see him being a good fit for like one of these California schools. Just because, like I said, he's got
Come back
this
to
like
the West Coast.
this movie star vibe to him. Every time like I see him, like always good with a smile, and I just think that he's Hollywood made. I would love to see him at UCLA or USC or a place like that. One, getting paid, and two, getting opportunity, not just on the field but off the field too. So that's what I would like to see for him. And I know that would be Big Ten ball or whatever, but I think that he's up for that. I think that he's about that action. Another place that I wouldn't mind.
DJ was a multi-sport athlete in high school, doing the shot put and the triple jump in track.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, he's got some. He's kind of bouncy. Like he can. He's probably
he qualified for state in both those events.
Yeah, he's an absolute dude. He's an absolute dude. Man, this dude Devin Horn gonna come up on the show and talk crazy. Timeout Dev, shout out Just Chili, even though he don't F with Arizona. That is not true. Like I totally do. I think that y'all do some great work. My guy, Timeout Dev, he used to be a basketball guy. Now he's fully a football guy, really getting those stripes in on that football video work. He's one of those. I don't want to call him one of those mixtapers, but I think he was doing some stuff like with the Fiesta Bowl and stuff like that. And super proud of watching him. Super proud of watching his growth. In the community and all that he's doing and stuff. And he's doing stuff with ASU football. And he can. Hey, out of all the videographers, my man got the most swag. Like he's got like an arm sleeve on. Oh man, he's got like an arm sleeve on, like he's ready to go out and get reps. Like he can put the camera down and put the pads on and he's ready to go. He's got the arm sleeve on and the long tights, and then like my man is really out there doing this. So I want to show him some love.
Are you talking about when you say an arm sleeve, you're talking about like a tattooed arm, or are you talking
I'm talking about like an arm sleeve that you put on, like like a compression,
like he's ready to go into the NBA game or something.
Oh my goodness, hold on, I gotta see if I can find this picture real quick. This is absolutely crazy. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I know I have this picture. Boom. Because I saw it. Okay, boom. This is him. This is him right here. This is him right here, straight from my Instagram, in the middle. Full arm sleeve. Like he's got the compression sleeve on, like he's ready to jump in like a sevens game or something. So like, I mean,
you never know. There's no eligibility rules on sevens, right?
Hey, you never know, man. I remember
to make sure Cody didn't sneak into a game.
You never know. He might try that, But my man Devin, like I just don't know. Maybe he'll try to jump in a game for the Sun Devils, because I remember the one year that ASU was having all the health issues, and the quarterback that was like the emergency quarterback that wasn't even wearing pads had to run back to the locker room and then come back out with the pads and had no name on the back of his jersey. Like, so it was insane. That was I want to say Dillingham's first year out here. So there's that. But anyways, getting back to Deshaun, I can totally see him with the Hollywood vibes, UCLA, USC. I hope he gets the opportunity. And I wonder, the kid is so athletic. I wonder if he could have an opportunity to move back and play some like outside backer. I don't know for sure, but I feel like he's athletic enough to do that. And I feel like with everything that you said, he probably is.
Can also play outside linebacker, sure.
Yeah, I think he could drop back and pass coverage and, snatch an interception. And
6'4", 230. He can move.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, like a gazelle. My man out there really doing that work. So shout out to DJ Warner. And, he's an absolutely special kid that, all access in the world. So like, I just want to make sure that we show love to him. And then finally, we got one of my favorite kids that we've ever covered. And I know a lot of people trolled and hated and whatever, but super special quarterback. From Corona del Sol, Connor Ackerley lit that thing up at Western New Mexico, proving that he belonged probably at a higher level. I think that he's going to get a solid FCS G5 opportunity moving forward. We'll find out. I'll let you go inside the numbers on Connor Ackerley and what you think.
Yep, Connor Ackerley, quarterback, 6'1", 180, went to Corona del Sol, class of 24. He was at Western New Mexico. He redshirted in the 24 season, and then this year in 2025 started for the Division II Mustangs there. This year, his numbers in 11 games, which was all of their games, 2,999 yards. So we'll call that 3,000 yards. 30 passing TDs and 4 rushing touchdowns. Was named the Lone Star Conference Offensive Freshman of the Year. He had a 64% completion percentage also. Also worth noting, his top wide receiver on the team was Davey Morales, who went to Queen Creek. He announced he is entering the portal on November 18. Their season ended a little earlier over there at Western New Mexico. He has 3 years of eligibility because he had the red shirt and just only played one. So basically betting on himself there, seeing if he can get an FCS opportunity, Big Sky or even higher. He was ranked in the top 10 in Division II, both in passing yards and in touchdown passes.
Hey, okay. There's a couple things here that I want to unpack because I know that people are going to try to troll me for this, but it's all good. Everybody's going to tell me like, oh, Western New Mexico didn't win enough games, or they gave up like 2 million points this year, or whatever. Connor can't control what the defense does.
That's
He's a quarterback. Right. So, and yo, man, and I am not trying to troll any of the receivers, especially not Davey Morales, who I absolutely love. But yo, one of y'all couldn't just dive for an extra yard? Like, what is going on? Like,
well, he had a game this year. If you think they like to throw the ball over there, he had a game where he was 34 of 57 for 529 passing yards and 7 touchdowns.
Well, good, man, because he had a lot of mileage left in the arms because freaking I feel like there were times at Corona del Sol where he didn't throw the ball enough. So good for him to get those extra reps at a college like Western New Mexico. Shout out to Gavin Lutman over there, the coach. I like what he's doing. I like Hickman. I think that they're going to hire quality DC. I know that
they lost that game, by the way.
Hey, man, listen.
529 yards, 7 TDs. You talked about their defense. They lost that game to New Mexico Highlands, 69-55. Again, not his fault. Doesn't play defense. They weren't getting points on pick sixes. We know that.
How do you want me to be mad at a quarterback that scores 55 points for his team? 55 points. How do you want me to be mad about that?
Yeah.
How do you want me to be mad about that? I can't be mad about a quarterback that leads his offense to 55 points. I know he didn't score them all himself, but with all them touchdowns, a lot of
that's 49 of it.
Yeah. So, well, I mean,
he probably led him into position to kick 2 field goals. That's 9 scoring drives.
Listen, I just think with 3,000 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, I just think that he's outgrown the Division II level. I think that that's obvious, and I think that FCS G5 opportunity is on the horizon for sure. One thing that I wouldn't mind, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing. He's a local kid. I wouldn't mind seeing ASU or U of A give him an opportunity to come in and compete or push somebody. I mean, maybe he'll hold the clipboard or maybe he'll get an opportunity. I mean, you never know.
After you've played, for a year, I don't know if you want to come back and sit. I don't know that the opportunities would be there, and if you go all the way up to the Big 12 level. But
come to compete. I mean, and look, Dillingham said 100% he's diving in the portal for a quarterback, and I know he's probably diving for a former P4 guy, but Dillingham has had some amazing resurrection, projects of which he's turned quarterbacks' careers around. Jordan Travis, Bo Nix, Sam Levitt, notably. So, and then shout out to Coach Dillingham for his amazing job with quarterbacks. But, like I said, I would rather see him with an FCS G5 opportunity where he gets to start right away and gets opportunity to play right away, and then maybe he can level up one more time. So, shout out to Connor for the work. I mean, I don't know. I think he did great. Western New Mexico, I don't know how they're going to really replace those numbers. Hopefully they can. Hopefully they do with an Arizona guy.
Hopefully, defense plays a little better.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to be losing the game 69-10.
Oh no, Gridiron with the sideways hate. Oh my god, the drive-by hating. How are you gonna do him like that? Sheesh, Gridiron, come on. Gridiron knows that he's about to go on vacation, so nobody can really get him. But yeah, okay. Well, there's that. Hey, anything else? What's it called? Adam Beadle would like us to, I think we throw him a bone. He doesn't have his segment tonight, but he got to know y'all's thoughts on the Miles Smith hire at Desert Ridge. Do you want to go first or shall I?
Well, I've read a couple. I don't know if he's coaching with Lovie Smith and they're like co-coaches, or if Miles is the head coach and Lovie is kind of being an assistant or something like that. Of course, the two work together with the Houston Texans. Lovie is the head coach, and of course, before that, Lovie Smith was the Bears head coach. The Desert Ridge program has a long way to go, especially this next season, still being in 6A. It's a team that not only went 0-10, but a team that got outscored 170-0 in the last 4 games of the season. So, I mean, they're that far behind the other teams in 6A, and they're not going to get the respite of getting to move down to 5A until the 27 season.
All right. Yeah. Well, listen, I think that
last 3 games of the season, which came against Corona del Sol, Highland, and Mountain View, they were outscored 170-0.
Hey, I gotta say, you pluck from the NFL.
Yeah, it's a huge name. Absolutely.
You pluck a coach from the NFL. I don't know how many more interviews you have to do. Desert Ridge, I think, in a situation where they definitely got to prioritize defense a little bit. You get a linebackers coach from the NFL. Man, you are digging in the right barrel.
The coach when the Bears went to the Super Bowl.
Lovie was the head coach when the Bears.
He was the head coach when the Bears went to the Super Bowl.
But this is Miles Smith's job.
I know. Well, I don't know if Miles was part of that at all or no. But Lovie's on the staff. So
there's one of 2 situations that I'm hearing about. This is one of them. I probably should have talked about this
because according to this article that I'm reading right here, the AD said that Miles and his dad were hired as a tandem to lead the program, which makes it sound like the Carters, how they're kind of co-head coaches.
Which possibly they could be, but I was under the understanding that this would be Miles Smith's job as head coach, and Lovie would be acting as like a GM/consultant of the program.
Okay.
And there is another situation.
A coach of a position group or a coordinator.
Might be overseeing the whole thing. Might be overseeing just the whole thing, helping out where he needs to help out at. Based on whoever else they're able to bring in.
They're going to be speaking to the parents on Thursday night out there at Desert Ridge's gym. That'll be the big meet the parents night.
Which, holy smokes, I can't imagine what like their staff is going to look like. I mean, we've seen a lot of former NFL guys come in and try to put together former NFL staffs, be super heavy with a couple names and things like that. But this could look very, very different. I said there's 2 situations, so I will bring up the second situation. I have heard. This is not breaking news. This is not exclusive. I was told that Jake Arians, son of Cardinals legendary coach Bruce Arians, and forget Cardinals legendary coach, son of NFL legend Bruce Arians, is possibly going to be patrolling sidelines. Jake Arians will possibly be patrolling sidelines as a head coach of a program he is interested in coaching here in the state of Arizona, high school. Has he heard.
Has he coached anywhere yet?
That I do not know. I do not know all those details. I'll let somebody else that wants to break the news. But I have told that, name has been submitted. I do not know why some of the schools whose name he submitted himself for, him and Miles Smith, I do not know why some of the schools did not hire them, because when you have Lovie Smith and potentially Bruce Arians as a GM of your freaking program, and you don't take that opportunity? Grab some baby powder and slap yourself twice. Like, what are you doing? That is absolutely insane. So, anyway, hey, Lovie Smith and Bruce Arians on their own have enough
I
credentials.
think there's
to
about 20
qualify.
openings right now in the state.
And if those two guys are, listen, I'm gonna believe, and I know that Coach Smith, Miles Smith, has NFL coaching credentials and stuff like that.
He coached
in college.
Yeah.
And coached in college. So, I know that he has the credentials to do this. Jake is the one that I'm not so sure about, but I know that he kicked for the Bills most recently as a player, I believe.
Yeah, he was a kicker as a player. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously I'm guessing kicked in college too.
He did kick in college. Mm-hmm.
So I just think that, like, yo, dude, if you have this unique opportunity, I'm not saying go to Vegas, but I am saying roll the dice, give them opportunity, and the Arians name is such a staple with all the
Miles,
give back and things like that.
At Illinois.
Oh yeah. No, I knew that he coached in college.
He was a linebacker coach at Illinois.
Yeah,
prior to being with the Texans.
Yeah, so defensive. Hey, Desert Ridge defense. Fully bet on them to be better than they were this year. And this isn't to say that Coach Beeman didn't work extremely hard over there. I know he put in a lot. I know that he put in work, and so I want to shout him out, show him some love for trying to take a shot at this. And we'll see what happens next year. I know that there's going to be a lot of excitement, as there should be. So I am not sure about that whole GM thing, because Gridiron, you might be right, and this might be co-head coaches.
That was just according to the article that I pulled up here. So.
Hey, Carters are breaking the mold, man. This is who they are. This is what they do. Like,
it's the first time I've ever heard of a duo was with the Carters, and I have never heard of another duo in the States.
Hey, the Carters changed the way that coaching can be done. Like, you can share the responsibility, man. Like, they're trailblazers. They're trailblazers of our time.
They do have their roles, but they are co-head coaches. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, you share the responsibility. Coaching is, first off, head coaching is hard work. So I would definitely want to be sharing the responsibility with somebody, because like all that like extra stuff that you have to deal with these days with all the recruiting and dealing with parents and handlers and things like that. Like, oh, miss me with all that. But hey, Beetle, there you go, man. That's our thoughts. I'm gonna catch your thoughts sometime after the new year when I bring you back. But appreciate that drop, because I know that he kind of put it out there or whatever into the world
yesterday morning.
So yeah, but I just wanted to answer the question that was asked, and we'll see how this whole thing works out. I'm super excited to see which coaches get some of these opportunities. Gridiron, you are not going to be with us next week. You are going on your vacation.
Yep.
One, where are you headed? That's my first question.
I will be in Florida, visiting my daughter out there.
Going to Disney World.
Going to Disney World. We're going to go in the Bahamas for a few days this weekend too. Yeah.
Dang, you got to send a picture. Check inside the numbers from the Bahamas. Just send the picture and let us know the mileage, exactly how far.
And you broke the news about there will be Flight Club 26. I heard earlier.
There will be a Flight Club 26. Official. Hey, you still got a summer job. Oh my God, Gridiron.
It's you talked about the beginning of the show about being late and stuff like that. And this was one of the few opportunities where I've actually heard the entire beginning of the show, because he didn't start till about 7:10. But
oh man, I did not do that.
I'm kind of strolling in during the guest or right about the time you're finished with the opening.
I'm in the process of like packing up, and then I realized, holy potatoes, daylight savings. Oops. I was like, oh.
It's right, 6 o'clock sneaking up on you.
Yeah. So I was like, oh no. I was like, I gotta get on. So like, I'm trying to figure out how to pack these shoes. Hey, for any of my sneakerheads out there, mainly the Carters who watch this,
it's a lot of Coach pack over there.
Coach Freeman. Yeah, I am wondering, is it better to throw these in boxes, drive these myself, or should I throw them in like a pod? Should I actually rent a pod? My battery's about to die. But should I actually rent a pod and send everything back? But for all my people out there, please just let me know. Hey, Gridiron, I always appreciate you. The second thing is I'm gonna let you do your little Christmas shout outs. Any Christmas shout outs that you would like to give or holiday wishes to everybody that tunes in, because they're gonna miss you next week.
Next week you're going to have the highest ratings of the season. You're probably going to have Dillingham on with the news everybody's been waiting for. It seems to be what happens when I'm out. But
Don't say that.
Merry
Don't
Christmas.
say that.
Happy holidays to everybody, and we will see you in the new year.
Hey, men lie, women lie. Gridiron, don't.
Actually,
always
actually
take care of the
we
community.
got one more show for this year because 2 weeks from today is the 30th, and we're still in 2025. So I shouldn't say
Oh, he'll
happy
be
New Year.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be back. Okay.
He'll be
Just
back.
hey, breaking news. Gridiron has one more show before the New Year's. All right. Hey, Gridiron, I appreciate you. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't. Gridiron, you always taking care of the community. No more manual scoreboards though until 26 though.
Right.
Okay. All right. There's that. Unless you want to do basketball. You want to do
Keeping track of those coaches right now. We're at 23 changes for this year. 4 of them have been filled, so we currently have 19 openings.
Sheesh. All right. Hey, Gridiron, I'm gonna catch up with you down the line in about 2 weeks, right?
Yep.
All right, man. You
All
take
right.
care. All right.
Yo, man, there's a lot of brothers out there flaking and purple, scared to kick reality. Yo.
All right, before I make my way out of here, something that I do got to address. I do got to show some love to this situation, I guess, if you will. Yesterday, my man Kev, everybody hit me up and was like, "Yo, your man Kev tried to get on you, trying to bang on you on Twitter with the subliminal." And here I will share the tweet with everybody. Kev posted, "I'm all for Arizona high school athletes and their parents looking for the best opportunity to grow, learn, and play. One, that does mean that he is okay with the quote unquote transferring, that he is not mad at the transferring. Forgive me, though, if I do not and will not celebrate or even acknowledge transfers here. And I think what he meant is, collectively, like with this whole like AZ high school transfer portal thing that I tweeted out. And God forbid anyone actually suggests a high school transfer portal, which I fully suggested yesterday. I didn't really suggest it. I just added it to the tweet so people understood the context of what I was putting out. And it wasn't just, hey, 27 quarterback on the move, blah, 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 blah. Because it could have been in California or somewhere else, which, by the way, I am hearing about a Florida situation of which I'll get to probably down the line. And I am hearing about a couple California situations, which I'll get to probably down the line. Listen, Kev wants to, poke and say something and get my attention. One, I follow him. He's never blocked me. He's not soft like that for the most part. So, it's all good. I'm not mad. Kev is one of those guys that, whether he liked me or didn't like me at the beginning, which he's publicly said that he didn't, he's adapted and he shows love. I've been on his show numerous times. He's been on my show. I've traveled with him to games. He's very, very embracing. This is just a situation literally where it is difficult. It is difficult for media always, and I'm not just talking about social media. It is difficult for media always to adapt to new situations, free agency, NIL, transfer portals. It's just a difficult situation to embrace and move forward with. Does he hate kids that transfer? No, he doesn't. Does he hate families that transfer? No, he doesn't. He literally says that he is all for Arizona high school athletes and their parents looking for the best opportunity to grow, learn, and play. So I do just want to make that clear. When I snapped back at Kev and I said something about whatever I said, like, hey, man, this is a thing, we got to acknowledge it or whatever. And he responded back, you do you. It's all good. It is all good. Kev, I trust Kev to say whatever Kev wants to say to me. Whoever has, has gotten their stripes and wants to be mad about something that I tweet or post or whatever, whether they want to say it directly to me or hit me with a sub or tell people that they don't like me or be cryptic about it, soft or otherwise, like, dude, I can handle it. Like, it's not a big deal to me. And I love most of the guys in the space. I mean, I love all the guys in the space, actually. I think that all of them do a great thing because high school media doesn't pay a lot. And these people pay with an incredible amount of their time. Just like coaches are pretty much giving their time to your kids. And I know that they're making a little bit of stipends and full-time, high school jobs or whatever. It doesn't equate. And for the high school media, it's borderline less because now these guys got to be like beat writers and fully live their lives telling somebody else's story without living their own lives completely. It's very, very time consuming. And for the people that have kids and families and are trying to have social lives, like, it's difficult. It is difficult. It's a tough balancing act. So, it's all good. Some of the media folks, if you consider me media, I appreciate the compliment. And if you consider me something else, or you're not sure what to exactly consider me, content creator, whatever, also all good. But yeah, man, I just wanted to make it clear. I got love for Kev. Kev can say whatever he wants. He can have whatever opinion he wants on whatever. He's been around long enough. If I said that he was a dinosaur in the game, I would mean that as a compliment. Just because, like, he's paid his dues. He's been on NFL sidelines. He's done TV out here. And he just loves to continue to give back. He's got his own full-time job, his own full-time gig, and then he does this kind of passion project, side hustle, side gig, whatever, a little bit extra. And he's a great human, as many of the Arizona high school media is. I know we're about to lose half of them because football season's over and most of them bounce for basketball season, spring season, winter season, stuff like that, because it doesn't get as many clicks as high school football does, or they stay in the high school football space as much as they can to try to absorb the clicks and follows and things like that and keep relevancy. So I'm going to try to make my way out to basketball games and stuff like that when I'm in the state of Arizona to, kind of keep up with everything. And since I don't know if everybody knows, but I found a beautiful place in Tempe, so gonna be operating out of there, and just got to get some things situated, house painted, and all that good stuff. And other than that, your boy Chili, I'm gonna make my way out of here. I will see y'all next week, same time ish. I'll definitely try to be on time though. But yeah, appreciate everybody always hanging out, showing love. Anybody got some cool like Christmas memories that they want to share with me, let me know, and I can talk about some of them on the show. I think that, we've got to try to spread as much joy and love as possible, because I know that there's a lot of the other stuff out there. So try to take care of each other and try to make sure that you're there for your people. Also, check in with whoever you can check in with, because you never know what anybody is going through. And I know a lot of people are out there struggling, trying to figure out, what's next or how to move or maneuver through this crazy adventure that we all call life. So make sure you hang out with your friends and family around the holidays as we get a little bit closer. I know we just passed Thanksgiving, but now we're getting closer to Christmas. Other than that, Forks Up forever. Dillingham's going to stay. Y'all know the deal.